Hello, 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 hello. Wherever you happen to be on this joyful planet called Earth, I hope you are having a mysterious day, evening, night, wherever you're located. Welcome to my channel on Blender Topics. Yes, I know this version of Blender is 2.82a. The current version is 3.x. I don't want to say accurate version of Blender out there because I don't want to date myself. But the current version of Blender is 3.x. But I'm using an older version of Blender because on my Ubuntu system, my 3.x was sort of unstable. So I went with the version of Blender that came native to my Linux installation. Our topic for the day is going over something I just now discovered a few days ago. I discovered how to begin to appreciate hair particles. Yes, I discovered my appreciation for hair particles. Like you, I've seen hair particles before, but I'm going to show you the hair particles that we mostly see most of the time. This is the hair particles that we mostly see. Let me save this. Let me go to this, the one that we mostly see right here. I'm going to go to particles. I'm going to click on new. And there. That's how we usually see hair particles right there. Which is non-informative. It don't give no information. Let me go back to my version that I saved. Open recent. And like I said, I have begun to appreciate the hair particles, but I'm not no master yet. This, like I said, I've only been doing it for several days, and I discovered something that I haven't seen in any video yet. You see right there, multi-colored hair. Tell me, what video have you seen on those particular websites that show you Blender hair particles using different color hair? I've never seen it. They all have been using one form of hair, tried and true, one color, one texture, and that's it. I'm going to go over several things in my learning, but like I said, I'm still learning. I'm not a professional at it. It's just, I've only been doing it for a couple days now. So let me hide my hair one. Hide it. Alright, good. One thing I've learned so far in my developing is don't touch your actual mesh. What you should do is get a copy of the mesh and put the hair on that. So I'm going to put hair on up here in my outliner, hair -2. I don't put it on my actual mesh. I've seen that in a number of videos. And if you don't know how, for the new beginners, I'm going to show you how you put it, how you get that exact copy of the head. I'll show you that right now. Let me click on this. Let's go to edit mode. Click right here. All I did, what you just now saw, I hit the C key and I just go around. Hit the C key, go around and color as much of the head as you want. As much as you want. As much as you want. Oh, that didn't discuss. That's something new to me. Oh, go around. Hit C. Hit C. And just color what you want on the top, on the bottom. Then if you hit the P key, you choose selection. And that way you will have a separate piece for your mesh. You can do that all the time with all your meshes. But of course, your mesh got to be on all quads for it to work. You see, I've already added a certain level of subdivisions to it. It's still a little poly, but I still gave it a certain level of subdivisions. So, going back to and that's how I made hair 2 just now. I showed you. On my original mesh, I went to edit mode, hit the C key, select what I want all the way around. Then when I got whatever I want, I hit the P key and made a separate selection. And all my hair will go in this. But since it's so close to the mesh, you won't know if the hair coming from the mesh oil from that thing. And as you see right here, you see it got a little mark right here to show the separation. But when you put your hair in there, you won't even see the separation right here. That'll be all gone. So let's get started with our hair. So let me see. See, it's a number of steps I had to do first. Well, the first thing you can do is set up your colors. I have my skin color already, so I'm going to give it another color. I'm going to call this color 1. I'm just making it easy for myself. I'll change that to a reddish color. I'll choose color 2, number 2. I'll call it number 2. I'll leave it as white. Go to number 3. Number 3. Give it a color. I'll make it a bluish color. I click on it again, new, and hit number 4. I will make that let me see. I'll make that a greenish color. Right there, as you can see. That's a greenish color. So let's keep moving on. So I got my color set up. Click back on hair 2. So I got all my colors. Next, let's go to make sure hair 2 is selected. Then I go to my edit mode. Now, what I did for this, I just hit the C key like I showed you. Because this is going to be fundamental to getting our hair right there. Let me see how far I want to go down though. Then I'm going to step in this top part to make my hair look believable. Well, I want to give it a bush, so I'm going to highlight it all as much as I can. Just to make a little bush. Highlight it all. Go to the top. Color it all in. I could make this larger too, kind of. Yeah, I'll make that larger. Go to my side. Hit C again. Color it all in. Move around to this side. Hit C again. Wait a minute. I want to do something else first. Hold on. I want to back up. Let me click out. I want to click out here. I want to click one side at a time. That's what I wanted to do. Oops. I want to hit C. I want to make it smaller. Let's select as much as I can right here. Select all of that. Now I'm going to go to, now this is the important part. I never saw nobody do this, but now I've only been studying the hair videos for a couple days, but I haven't seen them use no Vertex Groups. That's how I make my hair colorful. So let's go to Vertex Groups. Give it my first vertex. I'll call it number 1 to match my color. Then I assign that. I can check it out by selecting it. It's there. That. I'm going to go to my top. Hit C again. Color it all in as much as possible. I'm going to call this. Click on the plus sign. Call it 2. That. Come to the bar. Wait a minute. I didn't hit a sign. Assign. Good. Let me check. Number 2. Select number 2. They got some stuff on the side right here. So let me hit this. And erase all of this again. Then I hit assign. Click out. Select. See, I hate that with this tool. I should say deselect. Click. Deselect. Select. See, that's the thing I hate about that Vertex. If you make one little mistake, it's hard to get rid of it. Deselect. Deselect. Assign. Click out. And if not, I just leave it like it is. I ain't gonna be fighting with this stuff. So I got number 1. Select. There's number 1. I'm going to go to number 3. I'm going to select all this whole side right here. Oops, wait a minute. There's too much selected. Alright. I just want to select only this area. I don't want to have nothing else selected. Color as much as you can. I don't got to be perfect because you know the hair going to cover it. Don't have to be perfect. Alright, good. Now choose a sign. Click out of it. I hope that's all that was selected. Choose select. Okay, it's just that. Good. So let me check them all again. Select for 1, that's the back. Select for 2, that's the top. And then select for 3, that's that little side. Now that's you have to do the back. So click out. That's number 4. Hit the C key. Color it all in as much as possible. Don't have to be perfect. Alright, good. Hit the plus sign. Okay, so you got all that. I'm going to take away all that before I even hit a sign. So there'll be no errors. No errors. Let me get rid of all this stuff here. Let me go around. Hit the C key again. Get this little area. See? And get rid of this. Alright, that's good. I'll call this number 4. I choose a sign. There. One more check. Number 4, select. Number 3, select. Right there. Number 2, select. Right at the top. Right there, a little bit there. Number 1, select. Alright, so we good to go. We gotta see, like I said, I never saw nobody use no Vertex Group as far as I know. Now, if you saw somebody use Vertex Group with the hair, let me know, please. Let me know. Alright, now we can get into the meat of it. Oh, now I'm going to click off. I need my particles now. Click on particles. New. I'm going to call this number 1. For number 1, I want to choose hair. Why isn't anything showing? Let me erase this. Oh, because I'm in edit mode. That's why. I got to go back to object mode. That's why nothing was showing. Click on particles. I want to choose hair. Zap. There we go. And it don't matter how. We just leave it as default because we're going to use children later. But I do like to change the dimension to 1 meter. Okay, that's good. I have a skin color. So I can come down to where it says render. See, I already got a skin color. We saw that in the beginning. I just can choose color 1 to match. And there it is, reddish. I'm not going to do nothing else to it. Well, I could do. Oh, I want to do this too. Yeah, I better do some stuff to it. What I want to do to it so it won't be so confusing. I want to close it now. Let's go to where it says children at. Let's put it on simple. Or you can choose interpolated. You see simple, interpolated, they give you a lot more child particles. None, give you none. Simple and interpolated give you a lot more. And they got a lot of options. Display amount 10. This is how many children I want. So if I put it to 1, if I put it to 0, see, no children shown. That's my original particles. I'm going to say 1,000. If I say 5, that's good. They gave me 5 children. This the render amount. My length of my children right here. See, remember, I had my length up there in the mission, so you can control your. Now this should be the. Well, I don't know. This should be the minimum of the children, but this length controls the length of the whole thing, not just the children. I was expecting to see the parents still sticking out, but it controls them all. So I'll put it back to what I had it. What was it? 1. I'll put it right there. Your threshold. You have to work with that. And the seed value, just just put them in different places. Here's your size. But I said I'm still new to this, so I have to experiment from this. So there's your size and random. You know what random size is. They make them up different sizes, but I don't see it doing no. I don't see no different sizes. Oh, I do see different sizes. If I put it back to 1, if I put it to 0, what do I have? Okay, it look no. Radius. That's how thick the hair is there. See right there, the radius of your hair, 0. So it's really the thickness of the hair. You see that? It's going up, 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 up. The hair getting thicker and thicker. Radius, thicker and thicker and thicker and thicker and thicker. So it goes to eternity, I guess. So I bring it back down to 0. But that's what the radius does. Roundness is the tips of your hair. But you can experiment with that. And you got clumping to work with, and roughness. You work with that. But the one you're gonna love, that what I love the most for a beginner, is the one called kink. You're gonna see why. For a beginner like us, I like kink for now. I worry about all this other stuff as time go on, but kink give you different hair looks, like you see right there, a spiral look. So that's what make me get more interested in a hair particle, because it got some default hairstyle set up, like kink and some others. So I'm gonna leave that on kink. All right, so I dealt with that one. I'm gonna put another particle in here now. Then I thought I called this number 1. I thought I called it 1. Oh, I remember I deleted because I was in edit mode. So So now I'm gonna go with number 2. I'll call this with my other stuff number 2. I'm gonna leave. Oh, I'm gonna put it on hair, so it's gonna be large. My emissions from the outset, I just put it at 1 meter. And you see, that's what I like. It's colorful now. That's what I like with the Vertex Group. If you want to give your hair a different, like, you're not getting a comic book, the hair it's black. I mean, it's black, but it got some blue on there. Hold up. You can use the Vertex to give your hair some highlights to it. Yeah, you can do that. And remember, you can control how many you want. Like, I got 1,000. If I put it at 0, see, it's all red again. I put it at 1,000. And is that the default skin color? You see it looks a little bit brown. That's the default color until I change it at least. So let's go down here to render. It said material, the skin color. I want to put it at number. See, that's why I had the numbers to make it consistent for me. Easy. And now you see it's white. You see it in there. That's what you can give it different highlights to your hair. Like I said, when I went to emissions, if you don't, you can give it how much highlight you want by the number, like 10. You still see it's in there a little bit. So I go to 1,000, the way I had it, and good. All right, and I'm gonna change this. I'm in children. I'm going to children. I give it simple. You see it looks dense, but you see that color in there. Beautiful. Is the display amount, you can try, I put the display amount for this is for 5. I'll bring it down a little. See, it went down a little bit. Render amount for the render engine. The length, we went over that. Thresholds, but remember, as we keep getting better and playing with it, we'll be able to manipulate the head the way we want to. Now I'm just going to stay with the default kinks. So we'll come down here to kink again. I chose spiral, and I'm going to choose braid. And that's a different look. You see, it's becoming more chaotic. The hair is braided. It got a different look. And I saw on YouTube somebody made an actual braids. But me, I got to get to that. Oh, see the braids. Oh, I think each of them had their own menu. Let me put it on spiral and see what's up. Curl. Okay, they all got the same menu. This control, where it say amplitude, clump, flatness, frequency, shape. That will control how your hair look. Amplitude, you see that? You see how much they're getting bent? Now, I could have given it more segments to bend. I just left that in the default of what's my default bend? 5. I might make it 10. Give it, and these are the segments that are inside the hair, the bending points. So I got about 10 segments there. Let me come back down here to children. Right here, your amplitude controls the bending amount of your hair. Your clumpiness, how close together it is. Your flatness, is your hair flat, is on 0. Now it's not as flat. Your frequency, you work with that, and the shape of your hair. You see the shape is changing now. You see that? When I went to 99.991, it's almost straight. But I gotta get more better with that. But so I just chose braid. I'm done with this one. So now I'm gonna add number 3 in. Call this number 3. Alright. I got my emissions, my seed. Oh, I want to put it on hair. So you got that skin color. I give it 1 meter. So I got the skin color of the hair. And hair dynamics, that can show if you're doing, from what I've been told, an animation. I may go over that someday. The animation aspects of the hair. So render path. Material is still my skin. Now I'm on number 3 now. So, and it's blue. You see some of the bluish in there. You see some. Come down. You see some of the blue in the hair. That's what I love now. That's why I'm starting to fall in love with hair, because even at the basic level, I can give it some ambiance. I want to come down to children, give it simple or interpolate. So now you see the blue. You see all my colors. I want to change my display amount. I'll put it to 2. And it's a little, well, I should say 5 like the other one. See, a little bit less, but you see that's what I love about it. Them colors in there. You control your length, your threshold, etc. We'll get that better there as time progresses. I like my favorite section, kink. I want to choose curl. And now you see the hair sort of curl. Especially when I brush it. See, it ain't going to do much now because I haven't done nothing to it. When I brush it, I get better with amplitude, clumpiness, etc. as time goes on. Alright, so we took care of that one. Let's go to our last one. Last but not least, number 4. Number 4. It's on the emitter. I choose hair. It's the skin color, 1,000. So I give my hair length 1 meter. That. You see the brownish in there somewhere. They look like the American flag. So I come down, my render is on skin color. I choose color 4, whatever that may be. I think that was green. Yeah, I think that was green. Yeah, that's green. It's a little bit green in there. And I can check that color too. I got that. I come on my children. Yeah, so it's green. I put it on children. There it is. I want to put my display amount to 5. I don't. Or if I put it to 20, watch, it'll be more dominant. You see, there we go. I like that. I'll put it to 5. I'll put it to 3. Okay, so it's there. I want to go down here to kink, my favorite section. I'm going to choose wave. Okay, so but now you see, it still don't like hair. It don't like no hair, because right here, it got that crease section. Right there is a crease, and right here, it got that crease. So I'm just going to comb it to make it look better. So let's comb it. And that's going to be the fundamental part of using the hair particles, that comb. So we click up here, particle edit, it's on comb. You can hit F to control your dimension. I'm just going to put on something small like that, and then let me just comb it. Oh, I got to choose which hair I want too. I got to be in my particle system. This is hair 4. Wherever hair 4 is, you see, if you look closely, you see, because remember, it's not going to do all of them. It's only going to control the hair that I have highlighted in the particle system. It's going to leave the others alone. So I have to go and do it for each one of them. But it's changing. That's 4. The black, I think 4 is black. I should have put colors there instead of numbers, but hey. But it's less typing when I put those numbers in there. I'm going to hit F again to make it larger. See, it'll affect more area now. We see is the black. You see, it's the black. If you look at my monitor real closely. I'm just going to cover this. I just want to cover this gap this little gap area in. I'm gonna do each of my colors and color it in that gap area to make it look real bushy. See, and the slowly starting to get bushy now, but see, I'm only dealing with one color, so it can't be pronounced. Make it bushy. Try to make it bushy. Alright, so I've done that. See, it's getting there slowly. See, it's getting there slowly. Now I'm going to go to number 3. Just go like this. I'm just going back and forth. Back and forth. Trying to cover up that little area and swirling it around. Back and forth. Back and forth. Swirl everything around. Okay, what was that? Number 2 is next. Let's come down. Let's. So let's just keep going around and try to cover up that little sections that didn't get no hair out of it at all. It may not be perfect, but we're going to try to work with it. Try to work with it. Try to work with it. And I can make the hair lean over. I'm trying to make the hair lean over. It's like it's a little bit stubborn. Well, it is pointing that way. What's my last color? 1. I'm sorry about this. See, it's not perfect. As you can see. Now, it's more movement when it's just simple like this. See, when it's simple, it's easy to move the hair particles around. See, very simple. The hair move with no, because it's devoted just to these particles here. No conflict. It just moves easy. So let me check everything again. That's number 2. Now everything will look black. Let me see. Let me pull it up, son. I'm gonna pull it up in here, son. Pull it up in here. Number 3. Pull it up in there, son. Now you see the product is not perfect, because remember, before when I was doing it, it had all the colors merged. But when I got to that number 1, it changed to black, and it's like everything is working now. Easy to move the hair around. See, everything is black. Let me see, it's like it's sitting down. See, I'm going to stand up. I'm going to stand the hair up. Stand it up. Come on, stand up. Stand up and move it. Oh, good. I like that. I like that little thing right there. Stand up. Let me squiggle you. Here's number 1. Oh, number 1. Okay, let me just jiggle some of this stuff around in here. I could reduce the size of my extractor. Alright, so let's see how this looks. Let me go back to object mode, and we see it looks bushy. That's the beauty of it, and it looks colorful. I love it. So, thank you for stopping by, dear people, to see the power of hair particles. No one ever told me that I can combine the colors like that. Or when I combine it, hold up. No one ever told me I can make different colors. No one ever showed me that I can put the hairs and vertex groups. That's the clue right there. Putting your hair in vertex group. And then when you do that, you can shape the hair any way you want to. any way you want. It's the new people in Blender and 3D package. You see, I don't stop, people. I love learning and I love growing. I want you to have the same mindset. Love learning. Love growing. Keep pushing. Till the next time, to the family, 3D family, peace.